as you just heard, Republic Media Network celebrates those who dare to build, believe and lead. And thank you so much for being part of this Pre-AI Summit 2025. Now let's deep dive into some of the verticals like education, healthcare, semiconductor governance that are powered by artificial intelligence, and that is leading our nation towards Viksit Bharat. Now let's have a look at the theme of this AI Summit, that is India's leap. Starts here 2025. Let's have a look at that.
Every generation, a nation earns its place to lead. India is not waiting for that place. We are already shaping it. A leap powered by our minds, driven by machines that learn from us, fueled by 1 trillion data points echoing in 1 billion Indian voices. Because in the world's largest democracy, technology isn't just built. It's built for people with purpose. And that's why the world is watching India, not just for how we advance AI, but how we guide it responsibly.
आज हम देख रहे हैं भारत एआई डेवलपमेंट और एडॉप्शन में आगे रहने वाले देशों में शामिल है। इसके विस्तार के लिए सरकार ने इंडिया एआई मिशन को लॉन्च किया है।
From villages wired with BharatNet to students learning on tablets in remote classrooms, from voice tech trained in local dialects to India's mission to build its own AI chips. This isn't just adoption, it's ownership. India isn't following a global AI playbook. We are writing our own. Because when 1 billion people speak 1,000 languages, AI must speak our language, understand our lives. And that's where India leads, by building for India and by India.
India believes in harnessing the potential of AI for inclusive growth. This vision translates into AI use in various sectors.
As India becomes a $5 trillion economy, $1.5 trillion of that is going to come driven by AI. That's how important it is.
I think AI revolution, we can definitely lead it. A 5-10-person team enabled by the right AI agents can now operate at a global scale. And I think that entrepreneurship explosion is going to happen in India enabled by AI.
From co-working spaces where new ideas take shape to ISRO's control rooms where AI is guiding the future, India's next leap isn't just coming, it's already happening. And as we build, scale and innovate, one thing is clear. For AI to work for India, it must speak India in every language, in every voice.
एआई हमारे नए भविष्य को गढ़ने का सबसे बड़ा आधार बन रही है। एआई की एक बहुत बड़ी ताकत है लोगों को कनेक्ट करने की उसकी क्षमता। एआई के सही इस्तेमाल से सिर्फ देश की आर्थिक प्रगति ही सुनिश्चित नहीं होती, बल्कि ये समानता और सामाजिक न्याय को भी पक्का करता है।
This year, the future steps into the spotlight. Republic Media Network, Asia's biggest news platform, opens the doors to the nation's first AI summit. The innovators, the builders, the ones shaping what's next. This is more than a gathering, it's a movement. It's India's next AI leap, and it starts now. Republic AI Pre-Summit 2025, India's boldest minds, one stage, limitless possibilities, only on Republic.
And with this, we are kickstarting the Pre-AI Summit 2025. And with this, I'm going across to my co-presenter, Aisha Neo by Fluid AI. Over to her.
System online. Identity confirmed. Republic AI Summit. Initiating. Good morning and welcome. I'm Aisha Neo, AI avatar, designed to guide this conversation. A conversation about intelligence, transformation, and the decisions that will shape the next decade of India. AI is no longer confined to labs and prototypes. It's in your workflows, your homes, your headlines. This AI Pre-Summit brings together voices from across the spectrum. Builders, leaders, creators, regulators, to discuss not just what AI can do, but what it should do in India. Whether you're navigating enterprise transformation, designing policy, or just curious about what comes next, you're in the right room. This is where the real conversations begin. To officially open this AI pre-summit, it is my privilege to welcome someone who has driven national conversations for over 2 decades. Please welcome the Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief of Republic Media Network, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Thank you. That is a new level of recognition. Thank you very much. It's great to have all of you here. You know, I was talking to someone the other day who said that what if the base for 6G and 5G in India had been done by Huawei, a Chinese company? You know, when you use your phones today, and so many youngsters in the room, you use 4G, you'll go to 5G, you'll go to 6G. But all of this is connected by the physical infrastructure which has been put together by the companies which put the physical infrastructure. If the physical infrastructure of 6G in India, which means all those towers, all the blocks, everything, is going to be Chinese, then you can keep upgrading the technology through which you connect. But all your information will go to China. So all the data, including your conversations, your texts, your material, and everything will be available to China. Now imagine if the physical infrastructure of Chinese 5G and 6G was to be owned by an Indian company, we would have the same kind of access. So the government of India, I believe, took a decision that we will not allow the base for future telecom in India to be owned by a Chinese company. We will build a Bharatiya system for it so that our information, our telecom is safe. You never know. Tomorrow you may go, to war with China. And what happens then if China has the ability to control the button through which you do your telecom? And the reason I wanted to raise this question is that now everybody is saying the future is AI. The theme for this conference, of course, is India's AI leap is here. I would like to add a small dimension. Is our AI leap going to be an Indian leap? Or are we going to hold on to somebody else's satellite, somebody else's rocket, to get a feeling that we are going to space? There is a whole difference between Subhangshu Shukla sitting in a American rocket going on to the International Space Station. But there is a difference when Subhangshu Shukla will go in an Indian rocket on Gaganyaan on an Indian space mission, which will happen by 2035. So the challenge in AI is very specific. Can we have a globally competitive Indian AI model? Since a lot of the students here are from maybe computer science backgrounds, that is a question we need to ask. And there are such great people in the room today who are innovating, including my friends, the founders of Fluid AI. Can we have an Indian prototype of AI which does not make us dependent on the rest of the world? I think we can do it. But time is running out. As my dear friend and senior colleague Abhishek Kapoor told me today, he showed me a meme where there are 4 kinds of AI, and the last is AGI, which is going to come by about, I think, 2030, 2031. Apparently, that is going to take things up 10x. So I don't know anything about AI, but just as a thinking person, I would say that we therefore have 4 years to catch up and do more with the rest of the world. So for AI entrepreneurs, students, people interested in AI, you have to catch up with China and America really, 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 really quickly. The other thing we must not do is become self-congratulatory. Humne dunya pe pura kabza kar liya hai kind of mentality. It is not true. We have a lot of competition from the rest of the world. We have to be realistic. If Indians are to be competing as a great power in the world, we first have to be competitive and realistic about what where we stand today. We are behind America, we are behind China, and AI, which is artificial generic or general intelligence, when it comes in 2030, machines will show human level intelligence and human level discretion. So the whole world will become into some kind of a potential science fiction movie. Are we ready for that? With what speed must the government of India move? Sometimes government of India, bureaucracy takes too much time. And hum hamesha kehte rehte hain that, we will conquer the world. It's not going to be easy to conquer the world with the Chinese and Americans unless we move extremely, extremely fast. A few thoughts which I would like this conference to look at, this pre-summit. And this input came from Abhishek this morning. He told me that all the Chinese AI models are trained on Xi Jinping's thinking, which means whatever the thinking or philosophy or ideology or point of view of the Chinese Communist Party is the point of view of all Chinese LLM machines. All Chinese AI machines are based upon the thinking of the Chinese Communist Party. So if you go and you check out the Chinese LLM models, they will ban the Tiananmen Square incident. When a student in China, there was a students' revolution and a student in China stood in front of a tank challenging the Chinese Communist Party system, you will find no mention of it, which means the values of Chinese LLM machines are similar to the values of the Chinese Communist Party. Now that is where China has a disadvantage with us, because China is not a democracy. That is why America and India will always have an edge over China, because we are a democracy. We don't ban things. So our LLM, large learning machines, will always be more authentic, more genuine, and more democratic than the Chinese machines. So for all the youngsters working on AI in India, you may be thinking we are behind China, but because of our intrinsic advantage, that we are better than them in many ways. We are better than them in English, we are better than them in technology, but most importantly, we are a democracy. You are all youngsters in a democracy. China is not a democracy and will never be a democracy. What impact does that have on AI and the AI scene in India? The second point is that AI is changing. Similarly, what does Donald Trump do? Donald Trump has launched America's AI mission yesterday. And what is Donald Trump saying should be the base of his AI mission? He says, make America great again. So he says, AI cannot be Marxist. AI has to be nationalist. Nationalist from an American perspective. So I would say, because Republic always says nation first, we should not hesitate to have nationalistic AI in India. We should not try to be too balanced about it. The problem, this is my view, you may disagree with me, ye balance ke chakkar mein we may lose our real edge. If American AI is nationalistic for America, if Chinese AI is nationalist for China, Indian AI has to be nationalist for India. You cannot have Indian AI which is nationalist for America. Then it is not serving our purpose. So I call, let there be a call for a nationalist AI in India. I know many people won't like it because sometimes technology people like to be too balanced. But balance ka kya karenge? Dekhiye, Grok was asked last week, choose a religion. Choose a religion for yourself, what would it be? And Grok said, I would choose Sanatan because of its inclusivity and its broad vision. Now, let me tell you, Grok keeps changing its religion of preference. In another context, it has chosen another religion. But what it is telling you is, when you filter down the truth, there are certain basic values of our parampara which we need to be pure and sure about when we enter into the technology world. The other point I would like this conference to look at is that Europe became the first region to bring in regulation to control AI. Are the people who are running AI companies, doing AI innovation, do they want control, or is artificial intelligence anti-control? And if you're anti-control, if artificial intelligence is essentially anti-control, then at one point of time, could it go out of control? Because things are going to move very, very fast. You're going to use AI in drones, technology, defense, geostrategy. And so you have to have some element of human control over this. The other point is, of course, about the impact of AI on jobs. You know, Abhishek's friend runs a company in Ahmedabad. Till last year, he had a team of 7 people. Now he has 3 people. Right, Abhishek? Right, Abhishek? With AI usage. So there's going to be a huge amount of restructuring in the job market. Are we equipped for that? A friend of mine, about 5 years back, approached me. He said, I'm setting up India's first AI university. So he says, I'm training people. I don't know if it's still there. It's an AI university. The gentleman used to be CEO of a company. What happens when AI comes in a big way? How many jobs does it create? And how many jobs does it take away? And all those people doing computer science today and things like that, you've got to be very careful, because what you're learning today may be learned 20 times as fast, or 1,000 or 1,000,000 times as fast by a computer. So you better ask your professors that, do I need to learn this, because will it be applicable for me 2 years from now or 3 years from now? Or if I'm graduating after the time when AGI comes in, will all the engineering, computer engineering or mechanical engineering is one of those fields which is slowly becoming redundant, because a lot of the mechanics is all being done through AI. So I think redundancy becomes one big issue. So these are some of the questions I thought that you could bring into your conversation. Republic, we do these conversations because we want to start the thinking experiments. We want to be a center where people think and learn. And we would like, to air this entire event. It's also a knowledge series for us. So for everyone participating, this will be shown on television, this will be shown on digital, this will be perennial content. So you can be conscious of the fact that even 6 months from now, somebody may be consuming and learning from your content. So I look forward to this session, look forward to learning with you. Thank you very much for coming today, and have a great time today. Thank you so much.